Okay, but I'm sorry, it's not me. Okay, talk to him. No, ma'am, don't talk to me like that. I'm an adult. Do not talk to me like that. Do not talk to me like that. Tell him.
I feel like if it was Christian, I believe that's the young man's name, that was on camera assaulting Shakari and pushing.
He lied about a couple things that's personally, just in a relationship. I pretty much, officers can understand what a relationship is about, but he lied. He's a liar. Okay. And that was something that I kind of just grasped, and emotionally, I'm just like, bet you do your thing, but...
Christian Coleman's mom just turned the whole Christian and Shakari saga up another level, because she straight up confronted Shakari about that wild airport fight, and insiders say things got explosive between them. When the uncut footage of Christian and Shakari hit the internet, it didn't just show their relationship was messy, it shook people to the core. That video made one thing clear: Christian's mom's biggest fear was real. Her son was stuck in a toxic DV situation, and the scariest part, he didn't know how to escape it. Now everyone's asking, is Christian's mom overstepping, or is she the only one brave enough to protect her son from Shaka? See, if you know Dr. Daphne Coleman, you know she does not play when it comes to Christian. Nobody was shocked she wasn't about to let Shakari slide after putting her hands on her son. But here's the twist. The way Dr. Coleman came at Shaka wasn't just a mom defending her child, it was next level. She didn't show up timid or begging for answers. No, she pulled up with fire in her eyes, ready to burn the whole place down with her words.
She tried to get him arrested in the airport. And the only reason she didn't get him arrested, because when you're in the airport, everything's under surveillance.
This wasn't concerned mom energy. This was a woman on a mission to drag her son out of chaos no matter what it cost. And get this, the only reason we even know about the showdown is because people from Shakari's camp leaked details. According to them, it was ugly. Dr. Coleman stormed in, all business, like she came to tear the roof off. And Shaka, she's never been the type to bow down to anybody. Witnesses say the two stood toe-to-toe, practically daring each other to throw the first punch. For 3 long minutes, they just stared each other down like the tension could snap the air itself. Thankfully, it didn't explode into an actual fight, but nobody walked away without feeling the heat. Still, it was one thing Dr. Coleman said that cut the deepest. She told Shaka, "I always knew you were bad news ever since Christian got involved with you, and now you just proved me right." That line sent chills, because now people are asking, were the warning signs always there?
But you hear me, right? So this is the position that Christian Coleman puts me into, okay? Because he's a coward, and I don't want anything to do with him at this point going forward. My name is Shakari Richardson. Have no problem with letting you know who I am, having put my hands on him. We had an argument. I will be honest about that. An argument, and that's pretty much it. The argument, pretty much, he's a liar. He lied about a couple things that's personally, just in a relationship. I pretty much, officers can understand what a relationship is about, but he lied. He's a liar, and that was something that I kind of just grabbed.
Did Christian's mom ignore the red flags just to avoid drama? Before diving into those questions, here's some background. For those who don't know, Shakari and Christian had the whole internet calling them relationship goals back in 2023. On camera, they looked like the dream sports couple, but behind the scenes, not everyone was clapping for them. Enter Christian's mother, Daphne. At first, she didn't hate Shakari or their relationship, but even early on, she had her doubts. The red flags were flashing from the start. Daphne noticed right away that her son and Shakari were complete opposites. Shakari had that loud, over-the-top energy, sometimes way too much. Meanwhile, Christian was the quiet type, laid back and respectful. Daphne once described him as a good kid who always made curfew when he was younger, and this wasn't just a proud mom talking. She meant it. So the second Christian linked up with Shaka, those differences hit Daphne hard.
And emotionally, I'm just like, bet you do your thing, but you're asking me for things that is within my possession, and for my right, I don't have to give it to you because it's in my possession. But when it comes to the point that I saw that he chose to make it more about the police and things of that nature, that shows that he made a choice. So I just want to be more professional and just come professionally and let you guys know, like, hey, relationship thing, have no problem, and working with you guys. So I'm not hiding. Right. Mm-hmm.
Was there any type of physical?
I didn't touch him. He didn't touch me. I will be honest.
Hit him with anything?
No, I haven't hit him with anything. Not at all.
To her, it wasn't just an odd mismatch. She was convinced deep down that Shaka was trouble. It wasn't one big dramatic thing at first, but little moments stacked up. Reports say Daphne started noticing her son canceling family time because Shari needed him, or he'd only come around if she gave the green light. And then there was the way Christian jumped to defend Sherry every single time Daphne said something even slightly critical. It wasn't the usual, don't disrespect my girl energy. It felt heavier, almost like fear hiding behind his reactions. And get this, sometimes Daphne would call her son, only for Sha'Carri to pick up instead, and not even let her talk to him. That alone had alarm bells ringing. Put it all together, and it wasn't just a red flag, it was a whole parade of them. But the wildest part? Daphne wasn't the only one catching on. Other people around Christian were peeping the same strange behavior. His siblings, his friends, even his teammates started noticing the shift. Remember that random post that went viral a few months back? The one athletes on Team USA kept reposting? The one that said, "You'll be so much happier when you accept that sometimes people aren't right for us, no matter how badly we wanted them to be."
Christian, are you serious right now?
So man, in
Christian.
Washington State, he doesn't get a say.
But I understand, we were arguing. But I understand entirely. We were arguing. Okay, I'm not gonna resist. But I'm telling you that we was arguing. I didn't know him. I didn't do anything wrong. But the fact that your guys are doing this to me and he's the man in this situation, I'm gonna comply. I am. I'm not gonna argue with you at all.
I appreciate that.
But you have me on camera, but at the same time, what he has on camera, when I have my phone, shows something different. So if I need to show that, I will.
We have you on cameras all back here.
Okay, but I have my phone that shows something different.
At first, folks thought it was just a simple quote, but now it looks like they were aiming it straight at Christian, trying to send him a silent warning. Sadly, Christian didn't seem to catch on, or maybe he just ignored it. Because when the raw, unedited footage of him and Sherry's fight dropped, it confirmed everything. This wasn't just a one-time messy argument, this was a whole pattern playing out in public. Nobody knows exactly what sparked the fight, but the video told its own story. Christian's body language screamed experience. He wasn't shocked, he wasn't confused, he moved like someone who had been through this before. And the most chilling part? Watching Shaka shove him while he tried to walk away. That moment said more than any statement ever could.
But Christian, thank you, Christian.
Don't talk to him right now.
Okay, I won't. Thank you so much, officer. They are arresting me right now, Christian. Sissy, they're arresting me right now. Am I gonna go actually to jail right now?
You are actually gonna go to jail.
Wait, but right now,
Yes, it's a physical
I didn't. Can he tell you that I didn't do nothing to him?
We have it on camera.
Christian, are you serious right now?
Alright.
Christian, I'm about to go to jail because of you right now. You know what? Okay. Okay. I will never fucking shoot again.
The footage ripped the mask off and showed people a darker side of Sherry, especially since before this, she had been trying to paint herself as the victim and throw Christian under the bus. After Sherry's arrest, the full uncut police cam footage dropped, and that's when the truth spilled out from her own perspective. At first, she tried brushing it off, acting like it was just a small couple's argument. But the second she realized the cuffs were coming out, her whole vibe flipped instantly. She started hurling insults at Christian, calling him a coward for letting her get arrested and not jumping in to protect her. She kept ranting and ranting, spinning the story until she went full victim mode. Out of nowhere, she accused Christian of being the aggressor, claiming he was the one who put hands on her. The switch-up was wild, but once the footage exposed her lies, she shut down fast. All that yelling, blaming, and cursing, gone in an instant. And while her silence was shocking, what truly had people gasping was Christian's reaction afterward. The real plot twist came when he stepped out publicly, not as her accuser, but as her defender.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. Like, I don't feel as if, like, she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. And she have, like, things that she need to work on for herself, of course. And so do I, so do you, like, everybody. And I'm the type of guy, like, I'm in the business of just, like, extending grace and mercy and love. And I feel as if, like, I don't try to look at obstacles either. Like, I just look at, like, situations like this to just, like, you know, take a step back, analyze yourself mentally, and then just try to see what you can do to be your best self so that you can move forward, so you can just be the type of person and a human that God needs you to be for his kingdom and for his glory. And so that's kind of how I look at the situation. And, like,
Yes, even after everyone had just watched her hurt him, Christian showed up in an interview backing her up. He told the world he was giving Sherry grace and forgiveness. According to him, she needs help, and he believed she should be able to get that help without paying harsh consequences for what she'd done. That left fans stunned because instead of protecting himself, he was protecting her. For Christian's mom, Daphne, that interview hit like a final blow. Seeing her son defend someone who had clearly hurt him broke her heart. But what cut even deeper was what she noticed about his body language. His shoulders slumped, his eyes dropped, and he couldn't even look into the camera. The way he spoke didn't look like a man sharing his truth. It looked like a man shrinking, every word sounding like it was forced out of fear. And don't think Daphne was the only one who caught it. Fans online pointed it out immediately. They were writing things like, next time she comes after you, it won't just be a messy situation, and if she hits you once openly, she'll do it again. You're about to be a punching bag. Others even reminded him, she told the police you were the one. All this defense for her, and she was ready to throw you under the bus for something she did? But here's the kicker. Daphne didn't even get the chance to react this time. Before she could process her son's shocking defense of Sherry, another bombshell hit. Sherry's so-called apology video. You'd think an apology video would calm things down, right? After getting caught on camera putting her hands on her boyfriend and then flipping the script to play the victim, people expected Sha to finally show some real remorse. Christian's mom expected her to take responsibility and try to fix things. But nope, that's not what happened at all. Instead, she dropped a 1-minute apology clip that fans called nothing short of disrespectful. On camera, she said she was doing self-reflection and taking accountability. But the whole time she was smiling like it was a joke. Her grin completely killed the weight of what she was supposed to be owning up to. Instead of guilt, she looked amused, and people weren't having it. Then she doubled down with another so-called apology, this time on her IG stories, and it was directly aimed at Christian. The post read, I apologize to Christian. He came into my life and gave me more than a relationship, but a greater understanding of unconditional love from what I've experienced in my past. Due to my past trauma and pain, I was blind and blocked off to not only receive it, but give it. Then she added, I love him, and to him, I can't apologize enough. My apologies should be just as loud as my actions, honestly louder. To Christian, I love you, and I am so sorry. But just like the video, fans dragged this apology too. To them, it reeked of fake energy, more PR than real feelings. Comments came flying. That Sha'Carri Richardson apology video, the most unserious thing I've seen in a minute. And what half-pathetic excuse of a PR apology is that? People weren't buying it. And if Christian's mom was angry before, these half-baked apologies sent her over the edge. Daphne wasn't about to stay silent anymore. She pulled her son aside, telling him flat out to dump Sha'Carri before it was too late. And to make sure he knew how serious she was, she hopped online herself and reposted a bunch of IG stories. One of them read, no matter how good you think it is, there's always better out there. Choose yourself. That one hit like a warning shot. Just like that, Daphne Coleman went from quiet private talks to blasting out cryptic but powerful messages online. Meanwhile, Christian? He disappeared completely. No posts, no statements, no defense, nothing. The only trace of him was a ticket out of the country and then silence. And Sha'Carri? Suddenly she went quiet too. No cameras, no races, no updates. The girl who couldn't stop talking suddenly went ghost, and that's what's got everyone shook right now. If Christian is really done with her, why is he still defending her? If Daphne's right and this wasn't the first time, how many times has it all gone down behind closed doors? And most of all, if Sha'Carri's silence means she's plotting her next move, then what's she about to do now that the whole world has already turned on her? If you're still locked in, you already know what to do. Smash that like button, drop a comment, hit subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss the tea. Catch you in the next one.